ladies and gentlemen, your first comedian tonight. I know that a lot of you are here specifically to see her. It's such an amazing treat to have her here tonight. I know that she was very excited to be here. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dana Buckendahl, everybody. Dana Buckendahl.
Hey, let's give it up one more time for your beautiful host, Ryan Trauber. So I got one question. Have you seen my vagina? Don't you hate that whenever people ask you that question at work? Or when somebody pees on your shoe? Or you take a walk with an old man and he takes a dump in front of the elevator? Or have you ever gone into one of the cubicles and had one of your coworkers sitting there opening up their colostomy bag to release the hundreds of farts that have been in there, releasing it into the atmosphere? Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hospital. So, I had a patient that was on my list a little while ago, and he was going to be discharged that day. So I was going to be responsible for helping him out of the hospital and into his car. So I went to his room, and I'm standing there in the doorway, and I'm just stopped dead, and I'm just staring, and I'm blinking, and just kind of watching him, and there he is, taking one step, sauntering across his hospital room floor, taking one step every 10 seconds. Mr. 717-pound hunk of flubber. So it's my job to help this poor man, into his car. So we have a wheelchair in the hospital that is the size of a love seat. And we got this gentleman into this seat. Oh, and one more thing. By the way, ladies, it was so sexy because he was naked. Not a lick of clothes on as he's lumbering across the floor. So we get him into his wheelchair, and it took two of us to push him in the wheelchair. He is 717 pounds. He is a very, very, very large man. And so I take him to the front of the hospital, and his wife pulls up in their car, and this car is so tiny that I truly expected when she opened up the passenger door that a bunch of circus midgets were going to come tumbling out. It was so small. So the door is open, and this man is trying to get into the car, and I look down at the passenger seat, and the passenger seat is very, very concave, probably 10 inches deep, and all I could think was, that's what I want a pedophile to come back as. That car seat right there. So, I am going into my 27th year of working at St. Charles Medical Center. Thank you. So that means I'm one of those rare lesbians that has seen over 10,000 penises. And for any ladies that are jealous of that, let me tell you, over 30 years in healthcare, I have earned those bragging rights. So one of the things that I really love about working at the hospital is I love hearing the patients' stories. I really enjoy talking to them, and the things that they share with me are very, very intimate. I mean, I've heard stories of domestic violence or the loss of children or what vets have gone through when they've been to war, and really, really intimate stories, and I'm honored to hear those stories. But there's one patient in particular that really touched my heart, and I will never forget him. He was a guy that was probably around my age, and I go into his room, and he had his knee replaced, so he'd had a total knee replacement. So I went in to work with him, and I had been in his room for maybe 5 minutes before he tells me that he has a double meatus. A meatus is a pee hole. So he's sharing with me that he has 2 pee holes. Fellas, you're supposed to have 1, okay? 1 is the magic number. So then he asked me if I want to see it. Fuck yeah, are you kidding me? This opportunity? 10,001. So I go over there and he takes the covers and he flips the covers off and I got down and I'm looking at his penis. And you know what? He had 2 meatuses. He had 2 pee holes. And the whole time that I'm looking at the head of his penis, I'm thinking, oh my God, I gotta tell this guy he's gotta change his pickup line. And then I thought, you know what, wait a minute. I have been in this guy's room for 5 minutes. My face is 8 inches from the head of his penis, and I'm a lesbian. So if any of you fellows out there are single, next time you're in a bar, use that line, because it works. I'm telling you. So, one of the, it's really interesting in working at the hospital too, because I've worked with thousands of people in 30 years of healthcare. And it's really, it's interesting to watch kind of the differences between men and women. And, you know, there's a lot of differences between men and women. But I have to tell you, the 2 things that I found that are the most different between men and women, actually the one thing that's so different between men and women, is what the hell we do in the bathroom. Okay? Biggest difference ever is what women do in the bathroom and what men do in the bathroom. So this is what we do in the bathroom. We sit, we shit, we wad, we wipe, we wash, and we get the hell on with our day. Right? Right, ladies? Okay? You agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay? Let me tell you what men do. Men sit,
And sit.
and sit, and sit,
And sit.
and finally shit. But it's not the time thing that is the biggest difference between men and women. It's what the hell they do with the toilet paper. Men fold their toilet paper. End to end, tip to tip, fine crease, and then they hold it like it's a newborn chick in their hand. I even had one guy I was watching, I was like, oh my God, you know, because I had so many other patients I had to work with, so I was, you know, crack the door open to see, and every time I do that, they're folding. But this one old man, he's sitting there and he's folding origami. He folded a ninja star and he wiped his ass with a ninja star.
That's good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. So I got to tell you, fellas, if you guys are going to continue folding your toilet paper, then you guys need to have your own type of toilet paper. It needs to have the consistency of a loofah, and it needs to be infused with carpet cleaner. So, I'm going to wait for the hospital for a minute. So, I'm gay, and I came out many years ago, and when I first came out, I was 18, and I really, I wanted to look gay. It was so important to me. So, I cut off all my hair. I wore flannel shirts. I wore big belts, boots, Levi's all the time. Of course, no makeup, and I looked in the mirror this one day and I was like, oh God, he just looked like an ugly 14-year-old boy. It was nasty. I looked horrible. And so as the years went on, I decided, you know what, I love being a woman. I really, I might delve into, more of the feminine side of being a woman. And so I started wearing makeup and let my hair grow longer and started wearing mini skirts and looked in the mirror this one day and I thought, fuck, you look like a hooker clown in drag. I was so ugly. So now that I'm a little bit more mature, I've decided that I'm more of like a tween lesbian. I'm kind of in between a butch and a femme. So I'm going to tell you what the femme side of me is, okay? So I'm a lipstick lesbian. I love my lipstick. I wear lipstick all the time. It's the only makeup that I wear, but I really like my lipstick. So that's the femme in me. The butch in me likes to adjust myself. So I'm going to leave you guys with one political joke, because I have to, I must. So I know that most of you have been staring at this Donald Trump little medallion that's been pinched between this giant cleavage of mine. And so for those of you that like Trump, it's a necklace. For those of you that hate him, it's a butt plug. Okay, enjoy the show tonight.
Dana Buckendahl, here goes Dana.